Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Fantastic.
How are
So
you?
I'm doing good. So remind me how to pronounce your name.
Zamuna?
Zamuna?
Uh-huh. So it's very simple. It's just Zamuna, but like when I explain that to Americans, I don't know, it just becomes Z, but it's not actually Z. It's just very simple. It's just Zamuna. But when I explain it to
Zamuna.
Americans, because they don't get it when I just say like Zamuna, so I have to be Zamuna, and then that's how they get it. So
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, in German, my name is usually pronounced Siegfried, but I call myself Siegfried, so I like the kind
uh-huh.
of the softer sound of it. Okay, sounds good. Well, I should start by defining our resolution here.
Hmm.
So that's me, not you. I, Siegfried, will, in the near future, uh, form of the verb be, lose, as in not win, this debate that we're having right now. With this interaction is the debate. So I will lose this debate. That is the resolution. And I have a few reasons. One of the reasons I should lose this debate is I was late. I forgot to turn off one of my drivers, which enables this goofy stuff that you see on the screen.
Hmm.
And so I'm late to the debate, which is very disrespectful. So I should definitely lose for that reason. Also, my opponent is brilliant. According to her call-out debater thing, she has a double major, which is twice as much major in education as I have. So I think it's pretty clear that she's going to win based on that, if nothing else. She's very charming, as where I'm kind of scruffy today. I didn't. My hair's a little messy because it's a moving day for me, and I'm tired and kind of confused, and so it's pretty clear that for those reasons I will not win. I will lose, and I have this really irritating text down on the bottom of my screen, which will play even while you're talking, distracting the audience members. I think that's incredibly unfair. And therefore, for that reason, I will lose as well. And even while you're talking, I'm making an argument here. So you're definitely going to win. With that, I will pass it over to you for analysis and your brilliant commentary.
Okay. Um, this is very fun because I just like I know when I was back in Nepal, like we used to like have humor debates on whether a person who farts in public should be fined, or women are better than men, like humor debates. It was so fun, and then I was searching for more motion like this. So I'm happy that I got this one. But okay, so um so what my side believes is that you are going to win this debate. And firstly, because you made arguments, because you had like your arguments ready, and then I don't even have that one. So I think you are very prepared for this debate. That's why you have clear arguments, and then that's why you were able to explain with reasoning why the audience is going to not like your side. So an argument is the key to debate. If in case you have a good argument, you're going to win it. So I think you made arguments. So, and
Hmm.
you have like two or three of those, which you'll be explaining later, which makes more sense. And then that's why you are definitely going to win this debate. And for now, I'm just letting it go to you because I have not actually thought much on what should I say.
You said it so brilliantly that I think anyone listening would be easily persuaded to your side of this argument. I suppose I have arguments. But yeah, I'm going to bring in some eyewitness testimony in just a moment. But let me show you some images while I prepare my eyewitness. So first of all, I present this as evidence. Hold on a moment. Oh, come on. Oh, my technology may be failing me. Oh, there we go. All right, this is an image of me with a fish, and clearly I'm deranged. And it's unknown what I'm going to do with this fish, or what sort of horrible fate it suffered or will suffer. So I think on moral grounds alone, I should definitely lose the debate. Further, I present this image from my early after college years. I'm obviously rather delusional. I think I'm fighting dragons. and I'm much taller than this picture, it would seem to indicate. So this is a very deceptive practice on my half, a pattern of deception that I think any member of the audience, yeah, and I'm wearing a mullet, for God's sake. So that should be grounds for dismissal as it is. Even though I don't have one now, I did in the past. And look, there's like a satanic poster back there. That's terrible. Definitely don't vote for me. And here's a picture of me with Jesus at a Taco Del Mar. And I asked him for forgiveness, and he wouldn't forgive me. That's how bad I am. And he stole my burrito. You can see that I don't have one. So, when Jesus steals your burrito, things are terrible. And these are all pretty good reasons that I should lose this debate and will lose this debate. I mean, I am prepared to concede this debate if I have to in order to lose it, which means the audience members must affirm the resolution that I will lose this debate. So I think that's important that they vote pro, because the resolution will be true. I'll pass it back to you for analysis.
Okay. So I think you had very good evidence on why you should lose the debate, and which is a very strong part of making an argument. So I think that's really appreciative, and then that's very interesting. So you are on the higher side in this debate because like you have evidence to prove that why you should do it. Why I do not have any evidence to tell you, but I just have like maybe some of my words, but you're more prepared on it. So it shows your dedication towards this debate, which means that you deserve to win more than I do because you're more dedicated, you are prepared, you have pictures ready, you have your ideas ready, but I do not have any of those. So secondly, I think you had animals in both of your pictures, which shows that you're very willing to cooperate animals in your picture. You are very willing to
Never.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Okay, so I'd never have an animal in my picture because I don't like animals, but you have animals in your picture, in both of your pictures. And then, in fact, like in the second picture, I think you were looking like, you're looking at the animals. That means you might be having a conversation with them or so.
That's
So I
part of
think
my delusion.
that's something you are trying to connect with other parts of nature. And then I think which makes you more moral, and then which makes you on the good side of this debate. And thirdly, you told that Jesus actually took your burrito, so Jesus is also making mistakes here. So the fact that you came late to this debate is also forgiven, because if in case Jesus made mistakes, you can make mistakes as well. So that's fine. And yeah, I think you are definitely on the higher side because you're incorporating religion, Jesus, and like Jesus on your pictures. You're incorporating other parts of nature on your pictures, so you are definitely willing to be more communicative, and then you definitely have good points to make. So you should win this debate.
I think the thing is me using Jesus is an appeal to authority in this debate, and that's a logical fallacy. Everybody says so, and that's another logical fallacy. And my blatant and continuing use of logical fallacies makes me a ninny poo, and therefore wrong. And so I think clearly all those logical fallacies piled up on top of one, it's like a car wreck of logical fallacies. People should absolutely reject that, affirm the resolution that I will lose the debate. Let me bring in my star witness, if I can, here. This is my wife, Anne Trent. And the thing that you should know about Anne Trent is that she is always right, because she's my wife. So if you could come here, darling, and testify as to my credibility.
Hi.
There you go.
Yeah, he's always wrong. I'm right.
See? Yeah. She's very credible. She's my authoritative witness. In addition to Jesus, so it's both logical fallacy and testimony against me. I think that's pretty strong. Furthermore, my opponent is incredibly generous and kind and forgiving. These are all qualities that should be rewarded, and therefore she should win the debate, which means the resolution is true.
Okay, so I definitely have something to say on this one. So in terms of logical fallacies, what happens is that unless your opponent rejects it or maybe identifies it, it's fine. Those logical fallacies can be accepted, because if in case you come in a debate and then if in case you tell me that maybe Hillary Clinton is the president of America, like unless I reject it, we can definitely go with the notion, or maybe like debate on the same thing. So unless I reject it, it's fine. So you are presenting logical fallacies, I accept it. So it's completely fine, and it's not to the audience, since I am accepting it, I don't think audience should be judging on that side. So secondly, you told us that women are always right, which shows that we are very respectful to women, which we know that a lot of people are not. So, you know, like there's a lot of bullying, and there's a lot of women not disempowerment or whatever that is in different parts of the world, in my country especially, because I come from maybe a patriarchal society or something. So it's very different there. But then I can see that you respect women at your house, and then that's amazing. That shows that how respectful you're towards women, and then that's amazing. So you should win this debate on a moral basis as well. And secondly, your wife actually told that he is always wrong. That means you are always wrong. So you are saying that I lose this debate. So this means this is also wrong. Did you get it? Because like you are
Yeah.
always wrong. The fact that you are saying you will lose this debate is also wrong. So you
I
have
mean,
to win this debate.
these are brilliant insights. I mean, you're really identifying the essence of this debate, and therefore deserve the win, even if you're arguing that I should win. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. I mean, consider the implications. So let's say that you're right, and that I will win the debate. That goes against the resolution, of course, right? That means the resolution is wrong. Therefore, people should vote con. But that means I lose the debate, so I win. What do you think?
No, because I think as a debater, it's our duty to challenge motions, challenge topics. And I think that's why we debate. Because if in case everyone agreed on I will lose this debate, this debate would have never happened. So I think it's always to challenge resolutions with debate. So I'm definitely up for challenging. And I think your wife is the evidence right there. She told that you're always wrong. This means you're always wrong. You're not, the fact that you're saying you're losing this debate, you'll be losing this debate is also wrong. So you should be winning this debate. And then I think you also told us he's always right. So, so this two comes together, and then you should not lose this debate. You will not lose this debate.
Very cogent arguments. I'm not sure I have a strong response to that, other than I'm absolutely certain I will lose this debate. I don't know if people saw in the scroll, but I once worked at an M&M factory, and I got fired for throwing out all the W's. I think that's a real problem for my credibility. I don't feel like I'm running out of arguments, so the only thing I've left is to concede the debate. So I give up. You win. Do you have a response?
No, you cannot do that. I have one more argument to tell you that why you should win, because you have subtitles on your videos. So let's imagine that a Chinese is actually watching a debate who does not know English or whatever that language is up there. So the person could come here and then look at the subtitles and then still understand your debate. So it's amazing. You're so generous that you are going to you are comprising all those people from different parts of the world with subtitles. I think that's very generous of you, which I don't have on this side. And then, yes, and I'm not letting you concede it. You have.
You refuse to allow me to concede. All right. Well, since you're going to win the debate and I will lose, I have to bow to your superior wisdom in that regard. And I suppose I have to retract my concession. That's too bad. I think I may be out of cogent arguments. I'm just going to make a final appeal to the judges, and then we'll have yours. So, judges, you need to decide whether or not I will lose the debate by affirming or denying the resolution, and picking a winner. So good luck to you in that. It's rather a challenge. I encourage you to try and be as intellectually honest as possible in making your selection, and use all the rigors of logic available to your minds. With that, I'll allow my opponent a final statement, and I think we'll wrap this one up.
Okay, so the proponent is very generous, even in terms of addressing the judges, which is very nice, because I know that there's a lot of disagreement with judges and debaters sometimes. But looking at him, he's very generous. He's requesting the judges to actually, choose for good for the winner, and then that too very respectfully, and which is actually already a job of the resident just. So that's, even though that is actually going to happen anyway, he's going to do it, and then that's really nice. And then he's actually, is that a fish? So he's also having a fish in the picture, and that's, I mean, a fish gets to be in a selfie. Like, how proud moment is that for a fish? I know that this
Whoops.
is a very silly thing, but still, look at all those pictures. Like, he's giving evidence. He's giving evidence of what kind of life is leaving and all. So I think it's very generous. He's giving us an insight to what kind of person he is. He's meeting Jesus. He's asking for world freedom, world peace, and humanity. So I think that's really nice. Very generous of him.
Well, I guess we'll leave it at that. Very good arguments, and we'll say it's been a pleasure to debate with you today. Thank you for taking
Same
up this
here.
very important topic and utterly crushing me. It's been appreciated. I'm gonna click the little end debate button up at the top.